I'm Stanley, here with more great stories brought to life from the Bible, right from our online Vacation Bible School. We're already in the hall where it all happens, so it's time to join our entire team for great fun on VBS Favorites.
Hi, I'm Valerie McDonald.
I'm Olivia Arnold, and welcome to Vacation Bible School 2021 online version. Our focus this year is a new beginning and a fresh start. Each of our stories this week contains some elements of the ways in which God gives us the opportunity to begin anew.
Your bag holds an art project for each of our 5 days, a folder of music and stories, and of course, your VBS t-shirt. Notice that the back of your shirt even illustrates a new beginning as the seeds blow off to be the start of new plants. Our craft for today is a rainbow. The rainbow is a symbol that God placed into the sky as His promise that He will protect us. The directions are in the packet provided, and you can also decorate your drawstring bag if you would like. Please take a picture of your completed creations and send them to us. Have fun.
Hi, I'm Miss Lisa, here to share today's story. When God created the world, there were so many beautiful things, like the animals and the plants. But soon, many people started not to care about God anymore. There was one person and his family who did obey God. His name was Noah. God changed the world forever with Noah's help using an ark, which is a giant boat. So let's see what happens now. One day, the people on earth became bad and did not follow what God wanted them to do. This made God very sad. So He said, "People have filled this world with too much violence. I will destroy all of the living creatures of the land." There was one person who still followed God. His name was Noah. And God told Noah, "Make yourself an ark," He said, "for I will bring a flood. You shall come into the ark with your wife, sons, and their wives. And you shall bring 2 of every living thing into the ark. Also take with you every sort of food and store it. For in 7 days I will send rain upon the earth." Noah did what God told him to do, and in 7 days the rain fell upon the earth. They went into the ark, and the rain went on for 40 days and 40 nights. The rain did not stop and even covered the tallest mountains. When the rain did stop, Noah opened the window of the ark and sent a dove to find land. But the dove found no place to set her foot. So Noah tried again in another 7 days. When he did, the dove came back to him with a freshly plucked olive leaf. Noah knew that the waters had started to go down. So he waited another 7 days and sent the dove out again, but she did not return to him anymore. The flood had finally stopped. God said to Noah, "Go forth from the ark." So Noah, his family, and all of the animals came off of the ark. Noah built an altar and worshiped God. And God said, "I will set a rainbow from the clouds. Every time you see one, remember that I promised to never let rain flood the world again." Can you imagine being on an ark for that long? God gave the world a new start, and it was up to Noah to praise and appreciate God, just like we do today. In the end, a beautiful rainbow was made as a reminder that He will never flood the world again.
Hi, I'm Chessie. Have you ever heard of a man named Moses? He lived a very long time ago in Egypt, even before Jesus was born. His friends and family were slaves for a long time, and God chose him to help them escape and start a new life. Let's find out what happens. Years ago in ancient Egypt, the Jewish people were slaves and treated poorly. There was a new king called a Pharaoh who ruled over Egypt. One day, he saw that there were too many Jews, so he sent soldiers to kill all of the baby boys. There was a family who had a son. His mother hid him from the Egyptians, but after 3 months, she could hide him no more. So she got a basket that floated, laid the baby in it, and placed it on the Nile River. His older sister, Miriam, followed him to make sure he was safe. The basket stopped where Pharaoh's daughter was. She knew it was one of the Jewish babies and started to take care of him. She named him Moses. When Moses grew up, he realized that the Jewish people were not being treated fairly. He even did something bad to an Egyptian in return. He ran away to the desert and lived with the people there in a place called Midian. While Moses was taking care of the sheep, he came upon a bush that was burning. He looked closer, saw it was on fire, but the heat wasn't consuming it. God called to him, "Moses, Moses," and he said, "Here I am." "I am God. I have heard the cry of my people in Egypt, and I will send you to Pharaoh to bring them out of there." But Moses was very doubtful and said to God, "Who am I to go to Pharaoh and bring those people out?" But God said, "I will be with you." God told all of the things that he will do, but Moses had a problem. He could not speak well. So Moses' brother Aaron spoke for him, and they went to Pharaoh and said, "Thus says God, let my people go." But Pharaoh didn't listen and made the Jews work harder. Moses was beginning to wonder why he was sent from God if something like this would happen. But he said to Moses, "Now you shall see what I will do." Many miracles were performed to Pharaoh to prove that God was serious, but Pharaoh still would not listen. Lastly, Moses told Pharaoh, "Thus says the Lord, about midnight, all the firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die." When this happened, Pharaoh said, "Rise up, get out, and worship God." After 430 years of being slaves, the Jewish people were finally free. From then on, they celebrated a special day every year, remembering how God saved them. This is called Passover. That was an incredible story. With the help of God, Moses led the Jewish people out of slavery and let them start a new life.
Hi, I'm Sister Lauren. Have you ever been told to do something you didn't want to do? Well, there was a man named Jonah who had that problem. God told Jonah to go into a city called Nineveh. The people there didn't want to worship God, and Jonah didn't want to go.
Hey.
There's that whale again. A whale is a giant fish, and there's even one in today's story. Let's begin. Years ago, there was a man named Jonah. God had special plans for Jonah and told him, "Go at once to the great city of Nineveh and cry out against it, for they do not obey me." But Jonah had other plans and escaped to another city. He found a ship going somewhere else. So he paid and went on board. He thought God would not find him there. A mighty storm came. It was so bad that the ship was about to break apart. Those who were on board threw the cargo into the sea in order to lighten the boat. Meanwhile, Jonah was fast asleep. The captain said to him, "What are you doing sound asleep? Get up and ask your God to help." Jonah knew why the storm came and told them that he was trying to escape from God. They said to him, "What shall we do to you so that the sea may quiet down?" He said, pick me up and throw me into the sea." The men didn't want to do that, so they rowed hard, but it didn't work. So they picked Jonah up, threw him into the sea, and the storm stopped. But then a large fish came and swallowed Jonah up. Jonah was in the belly of the fish for 3 days and 3 nights. He prayed to God from the belly of the fish. It finally spewed Jonah out on the dry land, and then he went to Nineveh. Jonah began to go into the city and cried out, "In 40 days, Nineveh shall be overthrown." When the people heard this, they believed in God. Even the king told his people to turn from their evil ways. Wow, can you imagine being in a whale for 3 days? Jonah was kept safe and helped an entire city start all over by worshiping God and doing the right thing. It's up to us to do the same.
Did we finish? Okay. I'm Father Dominic, and I'm here with my new friend. You know, I didn't get your name.
Is he talking?
Oh, shh. Oh. Our whale friend here doesn't have a name, so reply to this email and give him one. If he likes it, he'll use it starting next year. Bye-bye. Oh, wait for me. If he likes it, he'll use it starting next year. Hey, wait for me.
Hi, I'm Miss Pat. When Jesus was here on earth, he performed many miracles. A miracle is something that happens that would normally be impossible. So let's see what Jesus does in today's story. Jesus was walking to Jerusalem, and on his way he passed between 2 cities called Samaria and Galilee. When he entered a village, he saw 10 people with leprosy. When they saw Jesus, they shouted, "Jesus, Master, have mercy on us." Jesus said to them, "Go and show yourselves to the priests." So they did, and as they were on their way, they were cured. After being miraculously healed, one of them turned around and knelt at Jesus' feet, thanking him. He was a Samaritan. Jesus said, "Were not 10 cleansed? Where are the other 9? Get up and go. Your faith has made you well." That was a great example of Jesus' power. The 10 lepers were cured from their disease and can now live a better life. If you were cured from an illness like theirs, would you be thankful? We should thank God and each other for the big things and even the little things in our life.
Hi, I'm Stanley. Today, we are going to hear the most important story from the Bible. This was when Jesus rose from the dead after being killed by people who didn't like him. It's often known as Easter Sunday. We celebrate Easter every year because it's so important to us. So let's see what happens. On the first day of the week, Jesus' friend Mary Magdalene came to the tomb early and saw that the stone had been taken away. So she ran and went to Simon Peter and the other disciple, the one whom Jesus loved. "They have taken the Lord," she said. Peter came out with the other disciple, and they went toward the tomb. They both ran, looked in, and saw the linen cloths lying there. Mary stood crying outside the tomb and saw 2 angels in white. They said to her, "Why are you weeping?" She said, "Because they have taken away my Lord, and I do not know where." She turned around and saw a man. He asked, "Woman, whom do you seek?" She said to him, "Sir, if you have carried him away, tell me where you have laid him, and I will take him away." He said to her, "Mary." She said to him, "Rabbi." It was Jesus. He said, "Tell my friends, I am going to my Father and your Father, to my God and your God." Mary Magdalene went and said to the disciples, "I have seen the Lord," and she told them everything he had said to her. That was an incredible story. Up until then, people would make sacrifices to God to say that they're sorry for the things they've done wrong, like giving up animals or food. God the Father sacrificed his only Son, Jesus, for our sins. And now, we can have a fresh start in life after we've done something wrong just by saying that we're sorry and really mean it.
Thank you for joining us on our second virtual Vacation Bible School adventure. We hope you've had a really good time with the projects and the music and the stories. I'd like to thank a few people before we close. I'd like to thank the Catholic Church of St. Mary for allowing us to have this program and bring it to you in person and remotely. I'd like to thank the readers that we had this week who brought the stories to life. I'd like to thank our co-hosts who we've been fortunate to have for our week together. We have Jack Arnold, we have Olivia Arnold, we have Lila Arnold, and we have Isabella Sabatino. And I'd like to thank our videographer, Stan Thompson, whose perfectionism drives us to do so well. This has been a lot of fun putting this together for you, and I hope you are safe, and God bless you and your family, and
we will see you in
2022.
2022.